Hey, hi readers, it's Miss Curran. Got our little sheet up here for powerful reading, right? Well, you've all chosen a Just Right book. Awesome. We've also learned how to get into the zone so you aren't distracted. You're in that 4 or 5 zone. And yesterday we worked on searching for interesting parts, right? You get to be the detective. Today, though, just like we saw in that video with the Miss Prom and Miss Deji, it can get confusing. And even reading can get confusing. So I want you to notice, when does reading stop making sense? All right. There's a couple things you can do. Today I want to teach you 3 strategies. And the first one is skim back to earlier parts. Okay. Maybe it was just a name or a place, and you can just go back, like, oh, what was that person's name? Oh, that person's really going to be important here. It's showing up again 2 or 3 times later. I better remember that name and exactly who that person was, okay? I know in my graphic novels class, we're reading about the Holocaust, and there's some names in Czechoslovakia and Poland. So I know we had to go back and reread to make sure we knew which city was where certain characters lived. Maybe in your book, you'll have some names and places will be like that. Alrighty, so another strategy, number 2, reread from the last part that made sense. And this one makes sense to me. You can go back, you find, yeah, okay, okay, let me go back, yeah, okay, you go back and reread. There you go, okay. Now, you've got another option here for number 3, right, because I said there was going to be 3 strategies, and I've got to figure out how to get my document camera to stay on here better. All right. Well, number 3 is you can carry your questions and go on. So you're like, remember yesterday we were reading about Reverend Abbott, like, oh, okay, so is race going to be an issue here? Well, the kid is telling the story, Reverend Abbott comes out, the boxer comes down, the Reverend comes out and starts telling them to no fighting. So, okay, so it wasn't so much about, so we kept reading on there, all right? So that's another strategy, how you can carry your questions in your head and just keep reading and see if you get some answers, all right? So again, here are the 3 strategies. We have Miss Curran still learning her doc camera organization. We have 1, skim. 2, reread the last part that made sense. Or 3, you go forward carrying your questions. Okay? Alrighty. Good job. I'm going to stop now and then start another video so we can go try this with the Reverend Abbott story. Great.